is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. And we are celebrating our legends right here, Jersey, baby. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media. Jersey, you know I love you. Jersey, you know we got bars and we got music and we got legends all day. And if you believe in Jersey and you love Jersey like I do, support that Heritage Hip Hop on all social media platforms. This is Redman and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a special Heritage Hip Hop podcast because we are talking about innovation, creativity, and theft, potentially. Thank you for joining us on the Heritage Hip Hop podcast, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today while celebrating those who made the foundation of this culture that we call hip hop. I thank you for your time. My name is Karev. I'm your host. And I ask that before we start the show, please hit the like button because we need the algorithm to know that we're here. Number one, hit the like button. Number two, share this. Share this not only because it's a good show, but because we're going to talk about AI and music creation, and all artists need to hear this. Number three, follow Heritage Hip Hop on all streaming media and follow Heritage Hip Hop on all social media. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow. Check out heritagehiphop.com. Check out our store on tpublic.com to get some merch. And check out our collaboration with Super 7 as we celebrate those in hip-hop by getting those hip-hop figurines. You know, them little action figures? Those are collector's items. I deserve one. You deserve one. We all should have something. But most importantly, tonight, my friend is here. This is my friend. I don't call everybody my friend. This is my friend. And this is somebody who's a creative genius. And not only is he a creative genius, he's pushing the boundaries of creativity when it comes to music production and showing artists how to get their shit right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my brother, Stan Ipkiss, Headphone Therapy. What's good, bro?
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
everybody
man,
in Heritage Hip Hop land.
Yeah, man, look, we holding on with two hands over here trying to do the best we can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just tell everybody their music suck. That's what you want to tell them, right?
Sure, most of it.
We'll talk about it. Well, why does the music suck today?
Laziness, lack of creativity, social media. Then to me, it doesn't require talent. It doesn't require work. You just put a silly video or make a silly song and put it on social media, and the generation today makes it famous.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was just telling my wife, recently, the dude that reacted to something, and he was like, where your mom at? I don't know if you've seen that. It was some guy reacted to an interview, like somebody interviewed him about some story, and the guy was just like, where your mom at? From that reaction, the nigga's famous. That's it. That's all he did. That's where we're at today.
That's trash, bro.
That's where we're at today.
Let's break it down. I'm not gonna debate you, but we're gonna be philosophers tonight. And we're really gonna scrap on some philosophy because I believe that's what makes me and you close, and I also believe that's what shows our love for what we do. You know, for those who don't know, Stanley Ipkiss is an award-winning producer and beat maker. So he's not gonna make a beat and just give it to you. He knows how to tell you how to rap on the beat, how to sing to the beat, what note you need to carry. This is a worldwide producer. So all y'all rappers who's ever been on Heritage Hip Hop, when I tell you there's people I know who could take you to that level, that's one of them right here. All right. And let's not go into the album yet. Let's go into what you said. How do you define lazy? How are the new artists today being the benchmark of laziness to you?
Again, the industry, if that's what you're trying to get into, doesn't require work. It don't require too much talent. It doesn't really require anything. It just requires foolishness. And you don't have to really do anything to make a hit song. It just has to be catchy. It just has to work with this generation, which doesn't require anything. Just again, the fact that we're having this conversation and you compare the music from when we grew up to now, night and day. So this generation is
cooked.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I was looking for.
It cooked. All right. So the industry has changed, and also the place of creativity has changed because the money has changed. More people are giving money to what they can control. They're giving more money to what can be controlled than to what can be influential. More has been taken away from music with the growth of technology, as opposed to more has been given to music through cutting edge ingenuity. Do you agree or disagree?
You said more money has been given to technology than, say it again?
More money has been given to people who are trendy, basically, instead of people who are cutting edge and influential.
Sure.
So with the rise of technology, the necessity of skills have diminished.
Mm-hmm.
So then, how do we blame the artist when the machine that's fueling it is making this happen?
I personally, I'm glad you said that. I personally don't blame the artist. I blame the machine. If your mother didn't require you to do your chores, would you grow up I'm just freestyling right now. If your mother didn't require you to do your chores growing up, would you be like a clean? Would you do anything?
Possibly not. So, probably not.
All right. So your mother is a machine who doesn't require anything from you. So as you grow up, what have you been learning? What do you think you need to do as far as to, I guess, please your parents? Nothing, because she didn't require anything.
There's no life skills given, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's what's happening with this music generation. Like, make a funny face, do some silly shit, act a fool. I don't give a shit what you do. I'm going to give you $1 million for it. You don't have to have talent. Just go out there and wear a dress.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Please don't take us off Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube. Please don't do that.
I don't give a shit what you do. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going.
Cooning. Basically, cooning is the norm. Okay, so then let's take it there for a minute, because I'm a hip hop head, right? You're not. You're a music head. You're everything. You're a music head. Yeah, you're a music head. I'm a hip hop head. I don't like everybody's music. And I tell some of the people who give me their music and my emails, I don't like your shit. That shit is ass. It's garbage. You know what I'm saying? But I have a joy in hearing different types of music. I'm not influenced by all music. So I want to keep this hip hop related first.
Okay.
When I think about hip hop today, I think hip hop, the genre of hip hop, has been bastardized by corporate entities. Because I'm going to quote Jadakiss on this. Drill music was the worst thing that happened to hip hop within the last 20 years.
I think it was trap.
Okay, well, that's not my era, because I can't relate. I wasn't listening to music when trap got real big. That's in the early 2000s. Shout out to T.I., because trap music is dope. But I wasn't a Jeezy fan and all that, so I can't really, from their influence on, tell you how it went.
I'm going to blame trap, but go ahead.
Okay, but you got trap. I'm going to go with what they say with drill. And I say with the rise of drill music, it sped up the words. It lessened the cadences. It lessened bar work. And it was that, whatever that damn sound is that gives me headaches. And it was just a vibe. All that's garbage. I don't care if you see this. I don't care if you make that music. It's garbage. And that's not hip hop. But it was molded into hip hop. And then the people who did that got money. So then people were saying, I don't have to be bar heavy from the East Coast. I could say what I want, like people in the South, but the South had people who are very eloquent, and you had West Coast people who are eloquent, but people start doing the trendy drill thing, and because it made money, people just went there and had no intent on musical integrity. It was about catching the bag and catching the wave. Now, understanding that, did it make the life of the producer more difficult because that happened? Or did it make the life of the producer easier because you could just make some shit and give it to somebody and they'll just want to catch a wave?
I made one drill beat, just to say I did it before. I've never done it again. It's so easy. And again, it was a trend, and a lot of producers followed it. I guess because I would say, as producers, we gotta appeal to everybody, right? So if you want to, if that's what the wave was, then you gotta appeal to what the wave is. That's how you make your money. I never gave a shit about what the wave is or anything like that. I made one drill beat for fun, and I don't give a shit about it. Like, I've never been into drill. Never. I don't even like making trap beats.
We'll talk about the trap part. Have you made a trap beat before, and what was the outcome of it?
I sold maybe 2 of them, but I haven't made many. I can, it's a handful of trap beats I haven't made, if that's what you call trap, as far as what I did. Like, I made my own version of a trap beat. You just got those fast hi-hats, you got that same bounce, everything, and if that's what you want to call trap, then it is what it is. But I've sold 2 of them, but I don't even like making them.
Okay, so I want to go into musicality then, because are you okay? Hold on one second. All right, so I want to go talking about musicality for a second, because I personally think hip hop is in a bad place because we don't have any music. We just have beats. Does that make sense to you?
No, because we ain't got that no more.
But that's not true, because there's you.
Yeah, like, there's me, and then there's who else?
Hit Boy? You don't like Hit Boy's beats?
I don't even know who Hit Boy is.
Okay, see that's going to be the crux of the conversation, because did you hear the Nas albums that came out? Any of them?
I heard the last Nas album I heard that came out, to be honest, was the one Kanye produced.
Oh God, that shit.
Yeah.
So you never heard King's Disease or Magic or nothing?
What was that about?
Because it wasn't a real it wasn't a real project. It was very disjointed. It was not produced. It sounded like it was just beat picked, and there was no. Okay, let me put it a different way. I'm from the school of Ghostface Killer. Mm-hmm. If you could put a project together and it skips and it doesn't flow correctly, it wasn't well produced. It wasn't well organized. It wasn't orchestrated. It was just a bunch of songs put together and you just call it an album. So that's why I didn't enjoy it. I thought that was a very lazy, project with the name of 2 legends on it that gave a subpar example of coasting on your name.
I enjoyed it.
Tell me why.
And I'll tell you why I enjoyed it. I like the production. Of course, Nas. I would say for the first time me hearing Nas on Kanye beats, it was a little unorthodox, but it still worked. I wasn't listening to it as far as it being an album. I was just enjoying the music. I'm not looking for the way it flows. I don't give a shit about nothing but enjoying music. That's how I listen to any album. I'm not listening to the flow of it. I'm not listening to what song goes after this and all of that. I don't care about anything about that. I'm listening to great music, and I enjoy that album.
So see, ladies and gentlemen,
because of that.
Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, that's what makes hip hop a wonderful conversation, because you can like A, B, and C, and somebody could like B, C, and D, or somebody could like D, E, and F, and it's all hip hop and it goes together.
Mhm.
But music is not that. Music is the totality of feelings and the inspiration it gives you from what you hear only. Correct?
I think that's opinion based.
So talk to me about that, because I think you as a producer have the hardest job in the world. You have one of the most, you and the engineer, y'all have the hardest jobs in the world, and you have the most underappreciated job in hip hop. Because everybody talk about the bars and the rapper, but it's very rare people talk about the beats, or how the sound was leveled off, or what was interjected in the beat to make it come alive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think y'all the unsung heroes of hip hop, but I also say y'all help destroy hip hop as well, because as producers, y'all are the holders of the heartbeat of the culture. Fuck the rapper. A lot of these guys don't rap about nothing. But we always say if the first 15 seconds of a beat don't catch you, then it's trash. And a lot of people allow the trash to come through, and people are not saying that's undone, or get that mixed right, or you got to hit that better, or something. How do you feel about that statement?
You ever heard a good beat in a trash rapper?
90% of the time.
So where does that fall on us?
Snatch
the rapper. Hold on. The rapper is the one in the front. What I would say people would pay attention more so is the front man. Of course, they hear the beat, whatever it is. Like Eminem, first album was full of trash beats, but they paid attention to Eminem. I didn't like the beats on Eminem's that I don't remember the name of the album, but anyway.
ELP.
But there's rappers that are skillful enough to rap on a trash beat and make it pop or whatever.
That would be Nas and Tupac.
Sure. But then you have today where some of the beats are whatever they are, but then you got this trash rapper on it, and then now everything is trash. Because the rapper can't connect with the beat. The beat is music. That's music. And if you can catch music, then everything flows. If you got a beat and the rapper is just blue-facing it or Silk the Shocker in it, it's cooked. It's dead. So I necessarily I can't blame us. We're doing the music. We're doing, again, the hard part. The artist has to marry that beat. Now, they can't just be grabbing shit off YouTube or like that. Like, they forgot about the art of working with your producer. In the studio, working with your producer, not just sitting off a beat and then you're going to do this. You have to work together with that.
That is hard through the technology. Because now people want to sit in their houses and just send beats off. Check this out. We got a comment. Shout out to the people watching. Make sure you send in your comments because we'll put them on the show. And if you have any questions, we will put your questions in the show as well. My man Pop said, most modern hip hop is good beats and trash rappers. He also says Eminem and Nas have bad beat selection. Okay, well, I can't argue for or against that. I'll let that lie where it lies, because there's some songs Nas has where the beats are amazing to me. And there are some songs where it's like, wow, why'd he pick that? But what did Nas say? He said, rap is too easy. Put a famous bitch on the hook. There you go with a platinum CD. You know what I'm saying? and that's true too. So as a producer, right, and you've worked with some very talented artists, and it seems, and I'm gonna go back to what I said before. As a producer, shout out not only to you, shout out to Phantom of the Beat, my mans and the team Phantom of the Beat, because he told me as a producer, he's done songs with 50 Cent, he's done songs with Ghostface, he's done songs with incredible people. And he says, as a producer, you give them a hit song and they don't even come back to you. The artist will just play you the fuck out because they don't want to pay you, and they'll find another new producer who will give you a beat for cheap because they're new, want to get their name out, and then they'll leave them high and dry too and not work the magic with them. You have a thankless job that comes with a lot of territory. My question to you is this: How unfulfilling is it to work with an artist when you have the gift of giving them what they need to become an artist in the first place?
Unfulfilling. I wouldn't say anything I've done was unfulfilling. Everything to me is I would do it if I didn't get paid for it. I would do it if nobody heard me. I just love what I do. So I already came into the game knowing, well, I ain't gonna say knowing, but just expecting things like that to happen as far as an artist not knowing what to do with good music. You give an artist a good beat and they just bounce on you. I don't know. Whatever negative came with, the game, I've already like kind of expected it. I'm disappointed when it happens, but I would never call it unfulfilling. Each time is a lesson. Each time I grow, each time I know how to deal with that certain artist and the next one that comes after that. All right, now my antennas are more up. So I wouldn't necessarily call it unfulfilling. Everything is a lesson to me. And it's still just me doing what I love to do.
Okay. Well, fuck that. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Ip.
Okay.
I think you have the ability to make people who are not hot. And
I agree.
And that's not a diss to anybody who's ever been on his beats. It's what producers do. They bring out the best in the artist, even when the artists don't see it themselves. It's time when an artist is not hot, and you can tell them something, and they get hot. They hit the beat correctly. So it's not disrespect. But what I'm saying is, you have the gift of giving people their sound and their credibility. But I believe, and y'all can make me. You're not gonna make me change, but y'all can make me understand your perspective if you explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe hip hop needs more roots and more 90s beats than computers and ideals of how to push a button. Do you agree?
50-50 on it.
Well, explain that.
I'll say this. It's not the computer. It's not the technology. It's the person who's using it. With any weapon, with any instrument you give someone, it's the person driving the car. The car can't do nothing if you don't push the pedal. So
that goes back to my original statement.
Go ahead.
The industry's fucked up the music.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. It was the machine. And, the artists don't have to, follow along with it. You are who you are. Like, I can't get into the industry these days. If I think for people who are still looking for a record deal, has not been paying attention for the past 20, 30 years.
Okay.
That shit is a show. Whatever they're showing you is smoke and mirrors. You see it eat people alive. I would never sign to any, like, I can't do it. I can't give up my freedom to anybody else. I love me. I love being me too much to sign over my freedom. I don't like being told what to do anyway. I have a problem with authority. So I don't like that. Like, maybe I'm going off topic right now.
You're not.
But I just, me personally, I wouldn't sign to anybody today. I'll try to do it on my own. That's why we have all this information. That's why we have computers, technology. You can do it yourself. You can do the shit yourself.
All right. I ain't with it though. You know why I'm not with it? Because that thinking that the computer, you have the technology, you could do it yourself. You can do it yourself.
No. I'm not saying you let the computer do it for you.
No,
I'm saying you have the tools.
That's right.
Yeah, you have the tools, everything to do it yourself.
But it can only take you so far. Because keeping it real, you need the radio. People are, I don't need to be on the radio. Yes, you do.
We had this discussion last time.
But I know, and it's going to carry on.
You know how much it costs to be on the radio?
Depends on how you do your packaging. Yes,
There's
I
no
do.
depending on how you do your packaging.
Yes, it is. It depends on your packaging. Yes.
What
if you're
radio are we
paying a
talking
DJ
about?
to play your shit, then yeah, you did it wrong. So yes, you played yourself. Now, if you're doing it the way a business does it, which is getting a block of radio time so your thing could play at a certain time, that's different.
What
and that's
station
how
are we
you
talking
do it.
about here?
Excuse me?
What station are we talking about, and what level of airplay, or you, as far as how much of a hit you want your song to be, are we talking about? Because if you're trying to do Jay-Z or whoever else, Cardi B and them numbers, you're not just making a block of radio time. You got to pay for this shit.
No,
Point blank,
everything's
period.
pay. Everything's pay. We know that. But here's the problem that I have with that.
Grammys you have to pay for.
You're damn right, because it's a business.
So all this shit is
it's
business.
the music business. But
Go ahead.
you have to play in the business to understand how to work the business. It's like you can't sit in the crowd and think you know the game. You know the outliers of the game, but until you get in the game, you don't know the rules of the game. And we're still talking as outliers. We just have a little more understanding than the person who just buys the music. Streams the music.
Let me ask you this. Let's say you do this block of yours and you get on this radio.
Right.
Then what?
Well, it depends, because how many blocks are there in the radio day? Do you know?
I don't pay attention. I don't listen to radio.
Well, then that's something to research. Then, of course, it's going to be higher at certain times of the day because you got rush hour, you got the late night, you got the morning show, you got the afternoon, you got quiet storm. So depending on your music, it will depend, because the people who buy the blocks, they're going to play your music by the block that you pay. So if you're at a certain hour, you're going to be played with like Cardi B, you, then whoever, and then that's how you get heard because of who you're surrounded around. New music by, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the radio was. Now that radio has been, let me just say this. What is it called? Terrestrial radio?
I don't know.
Is it terrestrial? Well, the mainstream radio is out now actually trying to fight back against internet radio and satellite radio because they've lost the trust of people like you and me. I, for damn sure, don't listen to the radio. I listen to sports radio. And now they're playing hip hop on sports radio networks, which is crazy. I don't listen for new music because I felt the radio has failed the new artist and the producer because they don't talk to y'all. They don't break you. But what they will do if you're connected to the right DJ is you get your stuff played, and then if your thing catapults and it hits the right ears, what it will do is it will introduce you to a new bass and let the bass dictate, we want this person to come up on the radio. We want this. Because if you don't pay attention to the radio for what it is, they bring up the same people up 4 times a year. If y'all don't know, everything's in quarters, right? It's quarters, 4 quarters. They bring up the same. So you'll see who's on the radio so far. You'll see Papoose or Clarissa Shields twice in them 4 quarters. You'll see Cardi B twice with them 4 quarters. It's the same people. They're not really doing much. By getting that block, you at least get other people in one station, which would be Clear Channel, we'll just say, to know that do you have your good numbers in Clear Channel? They'll put on their other stations to see how it runs and what it's like.
So do you believe in still traveling to these radio stations and handing them a demo?
No. So you can't do that.
All right. I believe that. I believe that. So you would need technology for that, right?
Well, everything's technology, yeah.
All right.
I'm not against the tech. I just think when people say you don't need this to do this, people don't really understand. Like what you're saying is true in a lot of respects. You don't need the radio for people to hear your music. You don't need the radio to pop. But if you're going to become someone who does this for real as an entity, it would be very smart to partner with the money so you can get what you need. Now, is that going to work for everybody? No. And for the people that it doesn't work for, now we're getting flooded with BS music, and people say, well, I made it, I can put this out. And the BS that you put out is not only, it's flooding the ears and speeding up the market is now lowering the bar of what good music is as to how we get away from the bad music and celebrate the good music. Pop told me radio is irrelevant, which is not true, because radio is corporate dollars, and that's where you get your money. And a lot of y'all out here who just put your stuff on the internet, y'all broke ass artists, and y'all don't get it. And I'm telling you,
how do you shame someone for being a broke artist?
No, it's not about shame. It's about understanding.
Being an artist the first thing you just said, because we're not on the radio, is y'all are broke ass artists.
Not that you're not on the radio as a broke ass artist. It's you're looking at it as a business thing. See, I look at it as a business thing.
Maybe they're not.
So then
maybe they want to be independent. They want to stick to their plan and build their website so all their fans come to them.
Then that means you're being in the building business.
How?
Because then that's bringing commerce. That means I'm gonna have a base for you to have get my stuff if you want it. Great. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that.
If there's nothing wrong with it, why are you saying you need the radio?
Because if the purpose is to make music to be heard, you want to position yourself to be in a place where you can be heard by the masses, not by a few. Now, if you can sustain yourself off of the few, great. There's nothing wrong with that. Check this out. Is Griselda on the radio?
I don't know.
No. I'm telling you, no, Griselda is not on the radio, but Griselda is mainly successful. Why? Because their business model made their music pop. So wherever they went, they had somewhere to go where they can use their music. They made a business model with a plan. If you're a person making music, I'm not. I'm like I said, as artist talk and business talk. As an artist, you can put whatever you want out, and if it catch, you catch. As a business, though, the point is, if you're an artist and your goal is to sustain a lifestyle off of what you create, you got to be business minded, and that's the business of it. Look at L.A. Russell. He's probably, I don't know about L.A., but he's not a mainstream music artist out here. But if you look at the post he put out and how much money he put out on one platform to build his brand so people can know he's out, look at what he spends and what he did. And the major help he got was help from, he got a song with Snoop. And of course, that will go to a mainstream artist that's on the radio. They will play it on the radio in his market. And once again, that helps him build.
Hey, where's this going?
To the point where music has changed and technology has changed so dramatically and drastically that now, with the idea that this is not necessary, this is not necessary, this is not good, this is not good, people are taking the technology into their hands and now making artists. They're making music. They're making all these things that are not getting hated because AI has been put in the tool of the common man to make whatever they want. Agree or disagree?
Sure. I think AI is a new tool that's just out right now. Like, let's say I put this in a post one time, how we went from playing music on instruments to now we play on a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So the people with the instruments sound like us now with AI.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they do.
No,
bro. Yeah. When Pro Tools and Fruit Loops and all that came out, you're not going to say, all right.
Yep, people hate it.
Same thing. Then you got sound packs. All right, now the people that was actually playing this stuff, people could just take loops and put it together. Right. Everything evolved, and now here we are with AI.
I think the thing that did not change, that actually the computer, even with Fruity Loops and stuff, could not do. It did not translate the soul of the music into the creation. And that's
I disagree with that.
All right, break it down. Because if you're telling me,
have you heard my music?
Of course.
You mean to tell me my music don't have soul in it?
You didn't let me finish my thought.
And I've done it on the computer.
You didn't let me finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Even what you create is not spontaneous off the cuff like the JBs.
What do you mean?
Do you know the JBs catalog?
I don't know who JB. I'm going back to
James Brown's band. James Brown.
Okay, say James Brown.
Well, that's what they call it. His Brown's called the JBs.
All right.
So, and I'm not belittling you or them or anything. We're just talking in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to you, not to me. I'm not a producer. I can't make a beat whatsoever, y'all. I ain't gonna front. I'm giving that man his respect, okay? Mm-hmm. It's very easy for you to hear something, make the loop, and then fit things around it the way I see how production is. And that's from a very ignorant perspective. Because whatever happened, look, listen, whatever you have up here, I don't have. So the way you calculate and make these things happen.
You can't say it's easy.
No, I said it's easy for you, not me.
It's not easy for me.
Well, what is it then?
It's not like it's still work. I make it look easy, but it's still
like a
work.
motherfucker.
You gotta think.
Right. But the way y'all do it is very mathematical to me. Because it's like 16, okay, then we do this. Okay, I gotta drop this here for the hook or add something for the hook, and then I gotta make the hook for 8 bars or something. And to me, it sounds mathematical. And that's to me. But when I go to a jam session where they be like, get on the guitar, let me hear something. They go boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. And then somebody, they come in with the thing, and then somebody could just drop that and just do something different and change the whole complexity of the thing. And they're playing for 25 to 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, that's different.
It's a jam session.
And that's what I'm saying. To me, hip hop doesn't have enough jam sessions. To me, the computer gives you the sound, but the jam session is orchestrated by the feel, the soul, the inspiration, the intuitive that comes just like that, and not the pattern. You can
record that jam session into the computer.
Oh yeah, I do.
So you can listen to
That's
it. That's
what the studio is. Right.
All right. So it's not that the computer is taking the soul out of anything, because what you bring from the outside, now you can put it inside the computer. Okay. So there's really no difference.
I guess, man.
There's no difference. Now, if you're talking about a producer who just take loops and just put shit together, or has no soul. Yeah, there are some computer not the computer. There are some sounds that don't have soul. I can't blame the computer. That's like blaming the guitar. There are sounds that the producer uses that doesn't have soul.
So basically, what you're telling me,
that makes sense. The producer don't have soul.
Yeah. So basically, what you're telling me is a lot of these people putting beats together are trash, and they just putting their trash into the computer to make trash.
They're just putting a bunch of trash in the trash can, and then calling it music.
Shout out to Pop again. He said radio helps, but it's not necessary at all. Depending on what type of artist you want to be, that is true and not true at the same time. Said Griselda pop without radio. That is true, but they use the main component of the radio, which is the DJ, to get popping. And keeping it real, we're gonna stop right there, because basically what Ipkiss said is a lot of y'all music out here is garbage because y'all are garbage. Am I right?
True.
And at the end of the day, it's y'all fault being garbage and putting garbage out. That now people are turning to the computer to make artists, because as artists you have failed the community in the genre. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Let's go.
At the end of the day, we'll be right back right after this, because now we're gonna chop it up about the new album he has and how he's telling you your music is ass. So he partnered with a computer to make better music than you. We'll be right back. Huh?
Ain't that a bitch?
Like the bitch, and then you die. And we'll talk about that when we get back right after this.
Where you get your hip hop from? Yeah. What's up? This Tribal Trigger Trench in the building. You already know. Nip, naughty.
Hey, Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media.
What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Do It All, Do Pray Kelly, right here on Heritage Hip Hop, man. Look, man, let me tell you something. Make sure you support Heritage Hip Hop, because without these brothers bringing you hip hop, we're not gonna stay informed, man, the way that we need to stay informed, man. And they're not just giving you hip hop, man. They're giving you the heritage of hip hop, right here, man. Yo, Karab, I see you. Heritage Hip Hop, man. Let's do it. It ain't nothing like Heritage Hip Hop.
Welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This is Karev with producer and genius Stan Ipkiss, and we're going to talk of headphone therapy, and we're going to talk about his new project, which is called Artificial Ipkiss, which actually stands for AI, if you really think about it. And he put out an AI album. But before we get into that album, primarily, your big musical inspiration is Timbaland.
Yes.
And Timbaland is the father of what's called A-pop, which is artificial pop or AI pop. And he has an artist called Tata Taktumi. And I listened to the entire song. When I first heard it, I just heard the rap part, and I was like, that's going to catch to somebody. And when I realized it was an AI, I looked at the racial ambiguity of the artist. I listened to the entire song and said, this is a pop song and a rap song at the same time. So it's basically K-pop, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I said the dangers of that is going to be, now people can take the computer and erase the identity of the people who create the genre. People can disassociate themselves with the creation and define a movement of people, a genre, by the look of the creation. And that to me is very dangerous. What do you think about that statement? And do you agree or disagree?
Dangerous for who?
Everybody.
I'm going to disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. The only people that should be afraid of AI or whatever this is that's happening is the people who don't necessarily put in the work needed to be put in. And I say that using myself as an example. As a producer, I've already worked with artists. I've already been in beat battles. Like I put in work. And when this came out, what I did was collab with it. I didn't fear it. I'm definitely say at first, when it first came out, when I first saw it, I wasn't too beat for it. But then you start dealing with more artists that gives you migraines, right? For whatever reason, you just get tired of what's happening with people. So here's this new tool that comes out. I'm like, all right, if I can just put vocals on my music, I would just call that a collaboration. Now, it can also be a reference for an artist if they want to use a song. It could also be inspiration for an artist if they want to use a song. It's however you use this tool, it's all on you. This tool can't do nothing by itself unless you tell it. Just like driving a car, it can't do nothing by itself unless you tell it what to do. So there's really no big pandemic going. Can I be honest? I think this is going to fade out, and I'm gonna give about a couple of years popularity, and this shit is going to fade out. Not fade out completely, but something else is gonna come out. Like what? As a producer, I don't fear what's happening. As you can see, I used it to my advantage.
Nah, it's not going to fade out in my expectation. You know why? Because we've been using AI since the 80s.
I'm talking about this aspect of it. Like this
not...
this so-called fear of. Let me say this.
You mean the fear is going to die out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The fear. Like,
okay.
I don't know. I don't even know why there's a fear anyway. If you are out there doing what you do, you putting in the work every day. Like, I like. Let's say I was a rapper or a singer or something like that, and then now I have this tool. The work. If I'm putting in the work that needs to be put in, I can't fear this because, first of all, the AI can't sit here and talk with you. It doesn't have a personality. Yet. It can't go on tour.
Yet.
Still. All right, that's like saying if I'm a rapper, I gotta fear another rapper, whether it's a robot or not.
But they do.
That's on them. That's them. Like, why am I fearing another artist?
Insecurity.
There's your answer to why people fear this.
Insecurity, because you feel that they're not as talented.
I wouldn't say talented. Again, the AI can't do nothing unless you tell it to do it. Like you.
But check this out.
You can tell it to say the alphabets.
But check this out. That's basic AI. See, we're not talking about the higher level of AI. This to give people understanding what I'm talking about. If you play video games, you've been playing against AI all your life. If you know what an NPC is, which is a non-playable character, you know what an AI is because you got your ass kicked in games, all types of stuff, and it adapt to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's coming to the livelihood of people who have a skill. So like graphic design, you see this background? That's AI. Mm-hmm. That's AI. Mm-hmm. And you know the reason why I use AI? Because I got tired of asking people for help and them not telling me, oh, just let me know. And I never got the help I needed. Or, you see that? I got tired of, yo, I got this. Can you help me with that? And people would charge me $1,000 to just do the letters alone, not the pictures. And I'm like, yo, you bugging. Now I know we're in an economy that's crazy. Shout out to the government.
Your explanation is a lot more detailed than mine because I can go.
You're damn right. Because I'm living it.
Yeah, many more reasons on why I'm so glad this tool came out and I can just put out an album with no worries.
All right, well, let's just go jump to the album, Artificial Ipkiss. All right, so this album was created because you're tired of wanting to put your all into something and people not matching your energy, basically.
Let's go with it.
All right. So what are the major disappointments artists have brought to your life that made you say, fuck artists, I'm gonna go to this computer to make what I want to make?
Inconsistency. Downright bullshit. But I'm gonna say inconsistency is number one. Oh my God, it's so many, and the words are not coming to me right now. Remember how you were saying, people would they just charge you $1,000 for a letter, right? So here I am doing all this work for this music, and I'm trying to put it out there to people, but you have these like fake superstars, and they just it's just so much that brought me to this level. Like I'm just going to say the inconsistency is the most because they're not. I wish artists think the way I think. Like as far as the work ethic, that's another word, work ethic. when you're in the studio and you got to tell them everything, and all right, let's make another appointment. Come to the appointment, they cancel the day of. Just basic human error, right? So again, here I am making this album with no human error. Any errors are from me.
Okay.
But I learned this tool last month, and here's an album out already, and which is basically me having fun doing what I love to do.
All right. And on Artificial Ipkiss, you feel this is the most free as a creator you've been in a long time?
Do you hit different genres on that album?
I do. Let's go into some. Because on this album, you said 2 artists that you work with, but it's really 3.
Oh.
All right. Let's talk about End of Time. End of Time was a song that you put out before.
I never put it out.
Oh, I got the exclusive?
You got the exclusive.
Oh shit.
I never
was out.
There's an example. I never put that song out. I was waiting for the artist. Like, nah, hold on, all this bullshit. So I just decided, I'm just gonna put it out. What you gonna do? Beat me up? Sue me?
It's your beat.
Yeah, it's my music.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't heard from that artist since COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you got it.
All right. And the second artist is family to the show. Salute to Chief Bally.
Yep.
Next to you. And we actually took that song to the Fleet DJs. And that song was a hit. It was played on the radio stations, and they asked, can we put this on the national stage? And I know the ball was dropped and the national call didn't happen.
Ball was dropped.
So you're putting this out now. So I'm going to flip the script on you. You put this out. What are you going to do with these songs now? And that's two. I'm not talking about the album. I'm talking about those 2 songs, those 2 artists. Now you have the artist's life in your hands. It's your music and the songs are hot. What are you going to do? Are you going to move these songs, or are you just going to just put it out and let it go?
It's not. Here's how I look at it, right? I put these songs out because I like these songs, and I was putting out an album. So I decided to put those songs on my album. Those songs still belong to the artist. So it's not up to me. It's never up to the producer to put an artist's song out. I just did it because I wanted to.
But this is your project.
And
so you're not going to put those songs out. You're just going to keep them as album cuts for this project and let them do it for their project.
That album, again, was me having fun.
But it's nothing
that I didn't plan on doing anything with that album, but just put it out.
Okay.
Now again, that let's say to my listeners. Example.
Okay.
Kenny Bobian.
Shout out to the legend.
I met him through Chief's song. I've never met Kenny Bobian before. So he commented on SoundCloud. Was like, yo, this is dope. All this type of stuff. That's how I got him to judge my beat battle.
That's fire.
By meeting him through that.
That's fire.
Now, I got to benefit from it.
Yeah.
What's the artist going to do? You know your song is out there.
It's a question.
It's not up to the producer to put, even though it's my project, it's still not up to the producer to do the footwork. That's your song.
Facts, but you're the producer. This is your project. Now it's your song. Because it's on a project that has your name.
I understand that. I also think you as somewhat all right, you're a hip hop historian, right? Is that what I'm calling you? Okay, we're gonna call you that. You're not a producer. You're not okay. all that shit.
Something like that.
So the role of the role of the producer. I don't know if you've ever seen any producer, even if the song is on their album. I don't know if you've ever seen any producer do more work than the artist.
No, never.
Let's never, right? Never,
Never.
right? So I'm using an example. Let's say Pharrell put out an album and Busta Rhymes is on his album. Don't you see Busta pushing that song more than Pharrell?
No.
No?
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if the producer put out the album, the producer is the artist. So no, when he does his artist run, he'll talk about Busta being on the album.
Sure.
Right. So that's not more. That's just different. Like, because now the producer's playing the role of artist.
That goes back to the artist is the front man.
And you're the front man for this.
I'm not a front man. I made the music. Everybody looks at shit differently.
You're right.
Everybody looks at it differently. I put that album out for fun.
Right.
I'm not looking for a record deal. I'm not looking for popularity. I'm not looking for clout. I'm not chasing no bag. I don't give a shit what nobody thinks. That's just me being me, having fun, doing what I love to do.
Well, check this out, right? Let me tell you how what you said does not make sense. Because on track 3, End of Time, it says you're featuring somebody. That means that's your song, and they're on your song. So that's your responsibility. But on track number 6, it says Chief Bally next to you, which means that's his song. So he's the namesake. So see, even with that, you are the forefront in one, and in the other songs, whether you say the voices are not yours or whatever, it's still under your project. When Frankie Cutlass came out with Clap Your Hands, they didn't ask Redman about Frankie Cutlass' album. They asked Frankie Cutlass about Frankie Cutlass' album. Funkmaster Flex came out with 60 Minutes of Funk. They didn't ask Keith Murray and Redman about 60 Minutes of Funk. They asked Funkmaster Flex about 60 Minutes of Funk. Even now, this interview is not about them two artists. It's your creation. So you are in the forefront. You're the driving force, the artist of this. Now, if you're saying you put it out just to put it out, you're still here talking about what's out.
That's because I put an album out, and we're talking about we were on the subject of AI.
But I wanted to talk about the human element first. Well, 2 of the 3 human elements first.
Who's the third person? Me? That you talking about?
No.
Okay. Who's the third person?
Who was the person who was rapping against Lux and everybody? That's an artist too. What up, Miss Ipkiss? Shout out to you.
Okay, shout out. Okay.
That was human. The computer didn't make that. And you would have to know the history to put that together, y'all.
You about to talking shit. Because I ain't put a name on it. You about to talking shit because I ain't put a name on it. I can go edit it. I
love it.
I can go edit it.
But let's flip it because it's an AI album. And so I want to ask you some questions regarding the AI and how you changed it. Because one of my favorite songs is Miami Blues. There's no one singing or doing anything on that. That's a computer doing that. How did you get the computer to sing, to vocalize to the music you made? So then that was the creation.
I didn't create the program. I don't know how they do it. I'll tell you the process, right? So I put my beat into the program. You tell it, if you want to, you can write the lyrics, or you can just give it a concept and they'll write the lyrics for you. So what came out, a lot of times, like depending on the because when you load the beat up, they already try to tell you like what type of beat it is, like rock, reggae, whatever like that. So a lot of time when you load it up, they'll switch your whole beat up, right? But the tempo is the same, the melody is the same, but you know, it might be dubstep. I don't know, whatever. They also give you the stems. So what I do, I get the stems, I take the vocals, and then I put it on my original beat. I bring it to Fruity Loops, put it on my original beat, and I just match it with that. Now, you asking me how they do the vocals and all that? I don't know.
The computer did it itself.
Yeah. All I did was I typed in Miami Blues, and and those lyrics came out.
But you know what's exemplar about this thing is I'm not a fan of AI, but I am a fan of creativity. And what I will say is I know as a producer how hard it is to find somebody to do the style you want and then have the voice you want. And you have music on here that sounds damn near country. You have Caucasic sounding music on here. Shout out to them. You have reggae, dancehall. You have dance music. So it did not limit you to be like, all right, I want this sound, but I don't have the person to do this for this thing. It's I want to do this sound. I want to see how it'll translate if I make it happen this way. And that's, I think, was the most interesting part about this project is it was limitless, and the only limit you had was your mind. Talk about that and how that rests with you, knowing that you can do this now.
Well, you just said it. I'm not limit. I don't have a limit. My mind doesn't have a limit when it comes to music. I like to do all types of music. So I have a tool that allows me, as far as giving me vocalists to do any type of music I want. Now I have many genres of beats, which is what you hear on an album. Again, I put those beats in there. They do what they do. I take their vocals and bring it to my original beat, and here's a song with no bullshit, no hassle, I don't have to wait for anything. I don't have to deal with anyone's attitude or none of that. I get to create an album freely. You know how hard it is to find a reggae artist or a pop artist or whatever, a country artist? Like, of course you can find them all on the internet, but we're not in that environment. So with this tool, I can just take one.
Okay. Let's flip this then. Wait. Let's flip this then.
Go ahead.
So then the key to being an AI producer is having an open mind.
It's not being an AI producer. I'm a producer, I'm not an AI producer.
Okay.
I've used AI vocals, but all the music that was on the album is mine.
Right. So this is why I want to flip it. Because you said something to me very innovative off the air, and I want the world to hear it on the air.
Okay.
You said you could create these songs to be the framework to a song for an artist, where if they wanted to take the lyrics, they can use it, and then they can
be inspired.
Yeah, they can be inspired by it. As a registered artist, because I'm thinking you're registered as a producer, are you registered as a writer to take credit for that as well? Because that's still your writing then, because you gave them the product, the skeletal song.
I've looked up all that stuff. The lyrics that comes out of there, that's yours. That's yours.
So are you registered as a writer, so you can get your credit for that as well? Because if you say some of R&B, country, and all that, you're basically writing a song for somebody. So you're registered for that.
I haven't registered as a writer, but that's what you want to call it. I don't know. I've never
registered as a writer. Yes.
I don't give a shit about writing.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't. Because then if the song blow up and you don't get your money, then what?
That's the problem. Money.
No, it's not the problem. That's protection for you.
Bro, I'm good.
Whatever, yo.
I'm good.
Whatever.
You see how people get mad when
and that's that. I don't need the radio stuff. It's not about needing it. It's about protecting you.
I'm protected.
How?
How do you think I'm not protected?
Because if you make something, you deserve credit for it. And you don't just
I don't get credit for what I do now.
But that's not about that. I'm about this. Because if this opens up a new lane for you, where you are basically giving people inspired songs, you are, by law, you have a protection that says you did this and you have a right to be credited for it.
I hear what you're saying. Trust me, I hear what you're saying. That's not something. I trust me. I know 100% what you're saying.
Okay,
but it's also, I think I just think differently than everybody else. I'm not looking for all this credit and all this other stuff. I just enjoy making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, protected or not, I just enjoy making music. I can't have all this stuff. I can't be worried about a lot of things.
So then Miss Ipkiss gotta do it for you, because she gonna make sure you get your money.
Probably.
Miss Ipkiss, make sure he get his money. Don't let him just get this bullshit. I just like making music. Fuck that. Because he can make the music and you get your money, and Miss Ipkiss, you can get that house on the beach somewhere where there ain't no hurricanes, and y'all could be cool while he make music and you in the sand and in the sun and doing all that. So fuck all that, right? Miss Ipkiss, right.
If that comes one day, then
when it comes, no, we're not ifing on here. When it comes, because you're that talented and I believe in you. And I'm not going to put that if it could happen. No, when it happens. I don't give a damn if it happened tomorrow. I don't care if it happened when you're 80 years old and y'all can retire and take your retirements to Greece or whatever you want to go. When it happens, I believe in you. Damn right. Sure it is.
Sure.
I believe it. And even with that, though, because now you're able to bend the air through your creativity, you have a song on there that I really enjoy too, by Shira. And the typical thing where a song is a dedication is an R&B song. And you took it more island creative, right? And then to contrast that song with The Joke's on Me.
I love that one.
The Joke's on Me, that's the one you like?
I love that one.
Okay, tell me about how was the creative processes different between those two, and then focus on The Joke's on Me to why that one was your favorite.
I'm just piggyback on what she just said. You gotta realize you're gonna realize it's my favorite song on the album. But I love The Joke's on Me. I love Bashira. Like those are like my favorites. Getting back to your question, you said what was the creative process?
What was the process like between those two? And then focus on The Joke's on Me and why that's your favorite. That one stands out.
I'll start with Bashira, right? So again, as far as working with the AI, I made the beat maybe about a year or two ago. I put the beat in. I typed, her name is Bashira. And it came out with that song. The Joke's on Me. How did I come up with that one? You remember that beat? Because the beat is not, I don't know if you recognize it. There was a collab between two female artists that I sent you before. That's that beat. Just flipped a little bit.
Oh.
It's more country-like. So I'm working on another project with Mitty Murdoch. And I was trying to come up with something. He was going to use that beat. I'm trying to come up with something for his album because he's using the same characters. One of the characters' name was Sabrina. So even with that one, I typed in her name was Sabrina because I'm assuming the character might die, might not die. I don't know. We just freestyling. So it comes with that. But I just enjoyed the way that came out as far as the flip in the beat and the lyrics that he was singing because I can resonate with it.
Okay.
Because a lot of time the joke is on me, which is why I'm using AI.
Let's get hard hitting with this one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel AI can be dangerous to the existence of the artist?
It ain't dangerous to me.
No, because you're a different type of artist. You're creating the landscape.
But well, if more artists was creative and innovative and talented, then it wouldn't be dangerous to them either.
But innovation comes only certain times, only a few times in a lifetime. Like, think about this. We lived in the greatest era of music ever, in my opinion. And I didn't live through them all, so there's probably somebody older than me saying, well, all y'all music is violent, and all y'all do is talk about killing people and doing drugs and sex. But they had a song called Shotgun. First you buy yourself a shotgun now. Shoot them till they run. And that's singing.
Man, the music in the 70s was about cocaine, all types of
on rooftop, right? Or in the 1940s and 50s, you had Lucille Bogan, who talked about oral sex and her nipples being the size of thumbs. So we always had the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But wow. All right, we always had that music, but what's going on with creativity and now is that we only have so many epoch of musical geniuses ever. Like in our lifetime, it's probably like 20 or 30 musical geniuses. But everybody always talks about Michael Jackson, Prince, R. Kelly, Janet Jackson. That's just black folks. Nobody talks about outside of our, I mean, they do, but outside of our community, we have Selena, you have Madonna, you have Hector Lavoe.
You think Selena was a musical genius?
But how she used her voice, yes.
Good singer.
She didn't just sing, she actually used her voice. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm saying Celia Cruz then, whatever.
Like, I will go with her before Selena.
That's cool. You got your thing. I mean, well, you know, Selena's more younger and popular, so you know.
I don't think her career was long enough to
take musical genius.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's just my opinion. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In hip hop, the music we only have a few musical geniuses: Rakim, Nas, Pac, Marley Marl, RZA. Jeez, like, don't get me wrong. There's people who made beats, but then there's people who changed the genre. Dr. Dre, DJ Bobcat. You have them, right? You can count a trendsetter every so often. But how many people within that trend-setting era were copycats? And we had people who could gatekeep those folks out so they didn't sound the same or they didn't put out uninspired, lazy music, like you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then do you think hip-hop or all music now is falling to the fact that there's less gatekeepers and more technology, and that has brought upon why AI can be important for you because with people not really doing their job of keeping the music wholesome and sacred, that it became such a money grab that now they got to reset it by showing the artists that they're replaceable?
Part of that is true. I personally don't think artists will ever be replaceable by AI. Let's say because AI can't have a personality without someone programming a personality. Like AI doesn't have my personality. Just imagine you sitting there interviewing an AI. How funny would it be? How charismatic would it be?
That would be great.
I
would love it.
It wouldn't go back and forth with you.
No, it wouldn't. Because I'm like, what do you think about this? And like, I think this. And you be like, all right, well, what about this? I think this.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to ever replace humans. So I have no worries about being replaced by an AI, even though people can just say, I want this type of beat and it'll come up. But if you listen to the AI beats, that's why I don't use the AI beats. I collab with it. Like when I put my beats into the program, there are certain instruments that I hear that I would like to use. Like let's say I made a beat and I needed a harmonica solo.
That's fire. Now, that sounds like some Sinners type shit. That's fire.
I can't think of my music and ever had a harmonica solo, so I can use that, bring it to my music, and there's a collab.
I love the Rosa Parks beat again. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure, whatever.
That's
whatever.
Fun.
But that's how I use it. I use it as collabs. Like let's say I don't ever have to buy a sound pack.
Great point. No, that's a great point because
it's an endless sound pack.
Hey, wait. You blew my great point. I didn't think about that. Because I'm tired of people using the same sounds and beats from YouTube and shit. And they just keep doing the same, you know what I'm saying? And then the best part about the sound pack, y'all, is y'all looping the same fucking beats everybody else using. And now y'all going paying Anno Domini for verses from rappers that sold they rap verses to these things. And I personally heard 2 artists on Heritage Hip Hop with the same beat, with the same Razzcast verse. And I was like, what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man.
1,000 producers have bought this one sound pack and they all sound, especially if all 1,000 of them don't have creativity to flip it another way.
Right.
So I use that as a collab. Like if a certain instrument I want to use, or let's say I want to turn it into, let's say I want to turn a hip hop beat into a dubstep beat. It'll give me inspiration as to how I can do it, or it'll give me the sounds I need as to how I can do it. So I use it as a collaboration. So I don't fear this. I use it. That's why my cover is the way it is.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. AI is the future of music in your opinion because what?
I never say AI is the future of music.
I'm asking. AI is the future of music to you because of what? I'm asking.
I disagree with that statement.
AI is an instrument that will precede the future of music because of.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think AI is the future of music.
But it is. Because people are using it to create music.
It's going to always be musicians.
True. But AI is the precursor for music.
It's
going to come. But
it's a different tool.
Right. It's the beginning of new music to come because of what? Is it the lack of, or is it the ingenuity of? What do you think?
I can say both.
And how?
Lack of creativity, ingenuity of someone that's creative. You have someone like me. you have someone like me who's creative. I'm not saying you're not creative, but if I gave you the same program I use, I'm quite sure you wouldn't come out with the same music I come out with, right? You probably wouldn't even like indulge in it, right? You have someone who's creative, then you have someone who's not creative. You have someone whose work ethic is up here. You have someone who just does it for fun. You have someone who loves what they do. You have someone who's chasing the bag or clout or whatever like that. However you use this tool is how you use this tool. The same thing when Fruity Loops and everything came out. The same thing when any technological advance comes out. I don't fear any of it. The only people who fear it would be the people who, are hiding behind something. I don't know. You know how people put on a mask, they put on makeup. So if you're not who you say you are, then you're in competition with this.
Okay, so let's start summing this thing up and winding it down. So AI is not the problem. The lack of creativity is the problem.
People are a problem.
Well, people are control everything. So people are the problem.
AI can't do nothing without people.
Okay. And as a producer, AI can be the way to unblock the need to create because you can't find the right people or sound to create what's in your heart.
I'll tell you this. It definitely put a battery in my back as far as the how I use it. Oh, I can put vocals on my music. I couldn't find nobody to put vocals on this beat for 10 years. And I can just put it in this program and they come out with these great vocals like on Miami Blues, the backgrounds, the cadence, the riffs, all that stuff a human can do. Here this is. And I can also use it as a reference for somebody else.
I think that it still is undiscovered territory, and we need to know how to use it to our advantage rather than use it to our detriment. And this is what I mean. There's a young lady out. You know who Zaya Monet is?
Why are people mad at the creator and not the person that gave her $1 million for that?
Let's get in detail with that, though. Who is Zaya Monet?
The AI artist.
Well, who is Zaya Monet?
The AI artist. You talking about the creator of her?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
So this is what I say. Why I say AI can be used to an artist's advantage and to an artist's detriment.
Mm-hmm.
3 artists.
I know the artist. I know the creator is not an artist. She's a poet who never thought. I watched the interview.
Did we see 2 different interviews?
Probably from what I watched.
Yeah,
from what I watched, she wrote poetry.
Okay.
She said she's always been a techie, right? She likes technical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of hers showed her this program. She put her poetry in it. She typed in what type of music she wants on it, and there you have it. Now, how she get to $1 million contract, I don't know.
Okay, so maybe we did see the same thing, and I'm wording it wrong. But there's 3 artists, and she's the last artist I want to talk about. I like AI for what it could do for DOC and Benny Siegel, because what it's doing is giving them their original voices back.
Their voices,
so they can go back to making music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Zaya Monet thing was intriguing to me because I did hear that part, but I thought she was a singer. She was an artist.
No,
so she wrote poetry.
She'll tell you she can't sing.
But check this out. She's a heavier, beautiful, brown-skinned woman.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I hate about AI that helped her? It gave her, or the creation of her, a sexier, more Coke bottle look. And people was like, is that real? And the pervs was like, damn, that computer look kind of good. You know what I'm saying? So they listened to the music. That's not her fault.
I
But
was about to get into that. You're not going to tell me as a grown person you don't think that this person is real.
No, there's people out there who are marrying computers. No, there's people out here who are sick.
I know that they know that they're married a computer.
There's
but
AI only fans.
I know that's fine, but they know that it's a computer.
That's nasty.
Whatever tickles your elbow. I don't fucking know. But what I'm saying is,
yeah,
what we know how the world is, right?
Yeah,
you're not going to look at that shit and say that that's a real person, and not you. Come on,
you're right.
You're right. Get off the tickle your elbow part, bro.
That's funny as hell. But
I know.
But even yesterday I saw. I don't know if you saw the company that's putting out the AI girlfriend models. And the women look real. They're talking to these men. They have the nasty C3PO arms, things on them, and people kissing these things on the lips. Now, it's like, see, I'm a robot, but that felt so real, didn't it? How do you
But
feel?
you know it's a robot.
Yeah, I know. But
they know too.
But that idiot right there is like, wow, I feel so stupid, in my opinion. But going back to Zaya Monet, it kind of, and that goes to my point with Tata Taktumi and Timbaland. Timbaland made a racially ambiguous person to push music where it's a black genre, black culture. I have a problem with that. What Zaya Monet is, and I've always had a problem with this with music. If a woman doesn't have a certain look, they won't give her the push. So now she has to make an animatronic or a cartoon version of herself, an anime or animation to be accepted.
That might have been an insecurity
of hers, or is it the insecurity of the industry? Because look at LaShawn. LaShawn did doing it with LL Cool J, and they didn't want to put her in the video. Look at Martha Wash of the Weather Girls. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Mm-hmm. She sung on Good Vibration. Was it Good Vibrations? With was it Good Vibrations?
Beast Boys?
No, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Good Vibrations. She sung Good Vibrations, and they ain't put her in the video. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at one of the funniest movies in the world, Fear of a Black Hat. When the woman they had the song "Come and Pet the Pussy," basically, right? And the woman was not attractive, and they had an Asian girl in the video singing the part. It's like, what's an Asian girl with a voice like that? And ultimately, she got beat up for fronting. Like, we're getting to the point we're getting, because we're already there, but we can get to a point where we could create an artist and not protect the creator, because people will fall in love with the imagery, but not fall in love with the creative and the soul behind it. And that's dangerous.
Just like you just pointed out from all those examples, that's been going on for years with humans.
So why shouldn't we stop it? Why should we perpetrate it?
We don't own anything.
But that's why you do your paperwork, y'all. See, he goes back to what I'm saying. But
I'm talking about as far as the industry goes. We don't run the industry.
Yeah, but
I don't think if the industry was, and I'm gonna say this, I don't think if the industry was ran by black people, we will have standards. As far as imagery, we love all our images.
You ain't lying. Cause shout out to look. Let me say this.
We love all of us, right?
Please let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Fuck the internet for making people think that all black men don't like black women. But that's not true. Mm-hmm. Fuck internet and them. You heard about that lady who took the AI of the young man who made the U.S. against Hamas video and made it into a Donald Trump thing? Would say, Trump, if you send the National Guard to Chicago, we waiting for you. And the people had Pooh Shiesty masks on and stuff. They had Shiesties on, and they used that to formulate an image. No, black men are not out here condemning and going to war against the government just because. No, black men are not out here destroying families, making kids and just run out. There's maybe some, but that's not the majority of us. And wait, there was a woman who used AI to make movies about black women saying the government needs to take care of their kids because black men ain't shit and they need their SNAP benefits. and they found out it was a Caucasian woman who made these things with AI and was perpetrating something negative. And that's the stuff I worry about when it comes to this. It's not your fault. It is not the fault of AI. Once again, there's nothing wrong with the weapon. It's the spirit and the intent of the user that has it in their hands. And my thing is, once you open that door and people learn this stuff, now there's a new wave of negativity that destroys the beautiful art that can be made.
I don't think social media was meant to be used the way it's used now.
You ain't lying, because you get social media right? Put the porn business out of commission. Social media has made people be able to get spied on. People now know your kids and your family. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. You can share a location and get robbed and killed. Yeah, it's hard.
I don't think the creator knew it was going to turn into this. So you put, like you just said, you put a weapon in 10 different people's hands. They're all going to do something different with it. So I can't, again, I know there's people that don't like using AI as far as, let's go back to music. Let's go with music go. Or they like, we cook, like someone as far as the artists. You have these AI people making millions now. We cook. No, you're not.
They are.
You are who you are.
Facts.
There's no other Karev. There's no other Ipkiss. There's no other anybody else. AI cannot replace that.
Got that right.
You can't. They can't replace it. So what are you worried about? They can't make that. AI can't make the music I make. It can't make the music anyone makes. You can tell it to create something similar, but it doesn't have your soul in it.
So, bottom line is, you're still working with artists.
Oh yeah.
And when artists piss you off, you can say, fuck you, I got an animatronic. I
can say fuck you. Yep.
So at the end of the day, Ipkiss is telling y'all, get off y'all shit, y'all lazy shit, and come correct, or get replaced by a computer that will do what is being told, and it will sound better than your lack of creative genius. Correct?
Bro, I have an album out. I've been trying to put out an album for years, as you know, right?
That's fact.
I've been looking for artists. I've been trying to get artists. Hey, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. You know how it is. You know.
Oh, don't ask me.
Yeah.
Oh no, we ain't gonna talk about me and what I've been trying to go through to put out a mixtape or album to celebrate heritage hip hop. Please, I don't even want to talk about that shit.
So you know that. So here's this tool. All right, all this I've been trying to go through for the past couple of years. My album is out now, and I'm already working on another one, just like that. Without the hassle, without the headache, without the bullshit, without the betrayal, without all that shit that comes with people, I don't need it. I can just have fun doing what I love to do with this new tool.
So are you giving people the name of this program, or you gonna keep that to yourself?
It's Suno.
There you go.
I don't hide the plug, bro. It's Suno.
I'm
here to help.
Is that the program that Eric Sermon is now in charge of with YouTube? Because he got hired to do the AI music division of YouTube. You know that?
I don't know.
You didn't know that. See, Heritage Hip Hop drops jewels and gems on our platform. So when y'all want to go to everybody else's platform and talk about butts and Cardi B's pregnancy, and shout out to Cardi B and the new baby, salute. We really are trying to extend the mind and give y'all the jewels to pick up what we leave off and do better. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's the program that Timbaland was using.
Okay. All right, salute to Timbaland.
I still work with artists. I have Janessa's album coming out.
Shout out to Janessa.
I have God is Day's album coming out.
Shout out to God is Day. Yo, I love God is Day. And sis,
coming out.
I want you to forget all. Look, God is Day. I want you to succeed because I've seen you out here doing your thing, and I respect you highly. The love I have for you is genuine, and I want you to win. And who else did you say?
Chops, MIDI.
Shout out to Chops.
I still work with people.
Yo, shout out to Chops. I remember my first interview with Chops. Chops wasn't really feeling me. Now me and Chops is cool. So shout out to my brother Chops.
That's my bro. Bro. Yeah, and I'm about to start working with MIDI again for the second Trauma album.
I still got a diss song for MIDI for wearing them yellow Timberland boots.
Also we're doing the first album animated.
That's dope.
We're animating the first album.
Because now AI can give you the opportunity to shoot your show and make it look like something creative without having to wait for somebody to do it for you for millions of dollars.
However you want to do it, I don't know, but
I'm
a producer, but I'm still doing all these things. AI is just a collab, a endless sound pack. If I want a sound, I can just use that. If I want a vocal, as an example, a reference to another artist, inspiration, I use that. That's what it is.
Well, tell everybody your social media handles. Tell them where they can get the album Artificial Ipkiss and plug it. Let's go.
Stanley Ipkiss on Facebook, King Ipkiss 26 on Instagram. You can get the album Artificial Ipkiss just on SoundCloud. I didn't even put it anywhere else. Just go right to SoundCloud. Artificial Ipkiss, like I did the title AI.
Yeah, that was. I noticed everything. I even noticed the robots behind you on the album cover when y'all have all got the same eyes and everything.
Yeah, they're my people now.
Yeah, I see all of that. I love it. I love it because, like I said, creativity starts from the album cover, not me. So, yo, shout out to my man Ipkiss. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Shout out to my man Ipkiss. We had the applause for him. Shout out to y'all for watching. Make sure you follow Stan Ipkiss and make sure you follow Heritage Hip Hop on all streaming platforms, whether it's audio or visual. Check out heritagehiphop.com. Once again, check out our merch at tpublic.com/heritage hip hop. Check out heritagehiphop.com also for our store for Super 7 collabs. The new figure right now is MF Doom. Rest in peace to the legend MF Doom. And we're looking to do more. Heritage Hip Hop is being built into a legacy platform. So just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not working. Any last words?
Get on your game. Get on your A game. Get creative. Get off your ass. Get inspired. This AI thing is not a threat. Not to me, at least. That's it.
Hey, yo, and shout out to Love, yo. You know why I say that? Because if you love what you do, you'll find a way to do what you love no matter what obstacles in front of you.
I like that.
And I know you love music because you went to AI to fulfill your desire to create and not just sit being uncreative.
You wait till you hear this next one.
Uh-oh. Well, to everybody, huh?
No, go ahead. I'm done. You'll hear it.
To everybody that missed out, y'all better get some of these Ipkiss beats because it sounds like the computer's taking your spot. And like Zaya Monet is the #1 R&B song in the country, Ipkiss may be the #1 country, soul, pop, dancehall. He might be the #1 any and everything somewhere very soon.
You name it.
From my mouth to God's ears and to the money that grows from your pocket and Miss Ipkiss's vacation on the way. May it all happen. Love you, Miss Ipkiss. Yo, you my brother for real. Yo, thank you for standing by me, and I'm going to stand by you forever and ever, brother. I mean that.
It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Well, same here, man. So for everybody out there that's watched this, please, I hope that you enjoyed yourself. May the Most High bless you. We say peace, and we out.
Real